Hi, and welcome back to Stop Being Sold. My name is Michelle, and I'm here with Brian. And in today's video, we're discussing Fidelity Investments' announcement that they will now allow employers to add Bitcoin to its menu of investments inside workplace retirement accounts like 401ks. Now, this move goes against the Department of Labor's wishes, but despite this, right, well, we'll get to that in a little bit. Despite this, Fidelity plans to start offering Bitcoin-based retirement plans later this year.
This is huge, Michelle, as Fidelity has 23,000 companies that use their retirement plans for their employees. They manage the retirement savings for over 20 million people and have over $4.2 trillion in assets under management. This is a massive move. So
it is, but it's also not shocking because of Fidelity's involvement in the cryptocurrency space. They started mining in 2014. In 2018, I think, 2018, they opened a crypto division. Yep. And just last week, they celebrated the opening of their 8-story metaverse building in Decentraland, and it's called the Fidelity Stack. And the Fidelity Stack has a goal to provide a new way. It's an immersive way of learning basics of investing. So Fidelity is really the first brokerage firm to offer an educational metaverse experience. And they put out a big press release last week, I should say. And I'm going to read it real quick. It says the Fidelity Stacks features a multi-level design complete with a lobby, a dance floor, a rooftop, a sky garden for users to explore on foot or even through teleport. Yeah, right. Okay. In the Invest Quest at the Fidelity Stack, users are challenged to traverse the building, learning the basics of ETF investing while gathering orbs along the way. So I'm assuming they're gamifying it.
Yeah, Michelle, this is pretty exciting, actually. Yeah. Fidelity is always one of the first into a lot of different arenas. And I like the fact that they stepped in the metaverse because that seems to be where everything's transitioning to. Sure. But think of it this way. They are really focused on the educational side of it first, which is needed in the traditional investment world.
100%.
So why not do it here also? And maybe this can bridge the gap. The more I think about this, think of the gap that we have towards consumers with their traditional investments. Maybe this is the gap filler to they start getting more engaged into their retirement plans.
Absolutely. And talking about more people in the traditional, anywhere, they need to have a better understanding about money and investing, which is why Stop Being Sold exists.
Sure does.
Right? So on that note, if you like the content of this video, let me plug this real quick. Let me plug us. If you like the content of the video, hit that like button, helps us grow the channel. And also don't miss another video from us, and go ahead and hit that subscribe button and the notification bell. All right, so let's dive in. Brian, what are some features of the plan as it stands now? I mean, I know this is a work in progress, right? We don't know what the final will be.
As of right now, this is a work in progress. I like some of the features that they put in here. Mm-hmm. Okay. You as the employer, Michelle, can choose how much crypto you want to allocate to your 401ks. Nice. Okay. But Fidelity has set a guideline to where no more than 20% of your holdings can be crypto, which is good. I'm glad they're putting limitations in there, because we've talked about this many times on the channel of you never want to put 100% of your assets into one area, right? So you need to diversify a little bit. But you, the employer, Michelle, can set even stricter guidelines. Okay. You might say, you know what? We'll allow you 5% of your portfolio. That's it, but it's up to the employer, up to Fidelity's limits of 20%.
20%. Okay.
And you're going to see fees like you do in the traditional crypto space, between 75 basis points and 90 basis points based on the amount invested. So that, to break that down, that'd be like basis points is like $75 to $90 per $1,000 invested.
Okay. All right.
And then you'll also see possible transaction costs. That's common. You'll see that just like buying and selling a mutual fund. There's always a transaction cost, right? And you'll see it added to your investment menu and in your available options, just like mutual funds and target date funds inside there today. So pretty simple.
So at the beginning, I mentioned the Department of Labor is not too happy about this. Do you think they're going to try and stop this from happening? Stop Fidelity?
Well, here's the scenario. They've raised some serious questions about this, and most likely they're going to try to derail it. Now, this is a problem to me. You know, as a financial advisor for 25 years plus my years of in the space on my personal level, I don't like the fact of someone stepping in and trying to tell you what you can do with your retirement plan. You know, Fidelity, from what we're seeing and going into the Decentraland, into the metaverse, putting an educational platform, slowly stepping into the space while everyone else is away from it. I like that.
Yeah.
They're not like rushing in and like fear of missing out. You've got to get into it as fast as you can. They're slow stepping into this. Isn't that what we want? Don't we want the consumer to be able to choose what they want to put into their investments? And it's yours. Let's take Vanguard, for example. They decided to steer clear of this for now. So
we'll see what happens. Right. It's interesting, the education. I mean, you really by playing in the metaverse, Fidelity is able to reach a much younger crowd that is just not listening right now about retirement or doesn't want to do things the way that their parents did it.
Right.
And I get that,
Oh, so do I. Yeah, Michelle, when I was in that National Bitcoin Conference down in Miami earlier this year, that was one of the big things that kept coming up in conversations I had with literally hundreds of people over a 4-day period. And it was like, I'm not doing what mom and dad did. I want to be different. Why would I hire a financial advisor, or why would I buy this if mom and dad are broke in retirement or just has to work the rest of their life? So that mindset, I think Fidelity's smart in stepping into this the way they're doing it and trying to reach that different audience that no one else is.
Right. So you mentioned earlier, you think it's a great thing that allowing people to decide what's in their retirement accounts. So you and I have done quite a few videos on Bitcoin and crypto, self-directed 401ks and IRAs.
Right.
So by the way, we're putting those links below this video. Do check some of those out. So if this is able to go through and Fidelity is able to have its way, would someone need a self-directed Bitcoin retirement account? I mean, providing they have a 401k. Because
and that's probably the biggest thing right there. Do you have a workplace retirement account?
Sure, exactly.
Okay, if you do, then to me, in my honest opinion, the Fidelity version would be better for you than going to a self-directed Bitcoin retirement account because of the lower, guaranteed, as big as Fidelity is in the space, they're going to push down your fees to the minimal inside this account to be able to compete with the self-directed space. So if you got a 401k at work or a workplace retirement account that allows this, you're probably better off inside there. So, just my opinion.
Well, if you made it to this point, check out those videos on self-directed 401ks and IRAs. They're really, just understanding what's available to you is really important, whether or not you decide to make the move or not. Also, tell us, we'd like to know. Leave a comment below if Bitcoin was allowed to come into if you could have Bitcoin in your 401k, would you add it to your portfolio?
Yeah, I'd love to see some of them responses right there.
Sure, for sure. All right. Don't forget, like that video, subscribe. And until next time, thank you, everybody. And thanks, Brian.
Thanks, everyone. Have a great day.